Everyone, please be seated. Good morning. This is a nice, enthusiastic crowd, so thank you. I'm Dr. Donna Elliott, and I have the honor of serving as the Vice Dean for Medical Education at the Keck School of Medicine of USC. And it's my privilege to welcome family members, friends, and colleagues to the White Coat Ceremony for the class of 2028. Our role as faculty is to demonstrate for students that the fundamental basis for medicine exists in the healing relationship, the relationship between a physician and their patient. Independent of all other pressures we face, respect for this relationship and commitment to the ideals of our profession are essentials of medicine. We are assembled here today to officially welcome our first-year students to the practice of medicine. At this time, I would like to introduce the Keck School of Medicine Leadership, Medical Education, Associate and Assistant Deans and faculty who are present today as members of the platform party. Colleagues, please stand briefly as your name is called, and audience, please hold your applause until all members of the platform party have been introduced. Associate Dean for Admissions, Dr. Raquel Arias. Associate Dean for Diversity and Inclusion, Dr. Joyce Ritchie. Associate Dean for Learner Wellbeing, Dr. Chantal Sheridan. Okay, fine. Just applaud whenever you choose. Associate Dean for Student Affairs, Dr. Tanisha Price Johnson. Associate Dean for Admissions, Assistant Dean for Admissions, I just promoted Dr. Fung, Dr. Kevin Fung. Assistant Dean for Career Advising, Dr. Stephanie Zia. Assistant Dean for Curriculum, Dr. Kevin Nash. Assistant Dean for Clinical Curriculum, Dr. David Diller. Assistant Dean for Medical Student Research, Dr. Jeffrey Riddell. Assistant Dean for Medical Education and Course Director for EPIC, Dr. Kathy Jalali. Course Co-Director, Introduction to Clinical Medicine, Dr. Gregory Harlan. Course Co-Director, Introduction to Clinical Medicine, Dr. Vicki Dunn. And Course Director, Health Justice and Systems of Care, Dr. Ronan Hallowell. Thank you, colleagues, for joining us today. It's with great pleasure that I now introduce Dr. Carolyn Meltzer, Dean of the Keck School of Medicine and the John and May Hoovel Dean's Chair in Medicine. Dr. Meltzer, I present to you the class of 2028.
Wow. Here you all are. It is fantastic to see you all here. Members of the class of 2028, it's an honor to join you in marking this milestone in your journey to become physicians. Today is a day for celebrating what you've accomplished so far and looking forward to your future. The white coat symbolizes knowledge, professionalism, and humanism, by which I mean our connection to some of the most profound human experiences in life. That's what it means to be a physician. I remember the first moment when I put on a white coat many years ago. It was a little overwhelming. I remember feeling a deep sense of honor and responsibility that came with being a healthcare professional. Both then and now, I feel the conviction that as physicians, we should always bring our best selves to those we serve. We should always strive to conduct ourselves with integrity, humility, and empathy. Our patients and their families deserve nothing less. With this commitment comes both enormous fulfillment and an enduring sense of purpose. Our work is about healing, but it's also about bearing witness. It's about engaging every patient with compassion and understanding. It's about learning and growing from each and every encounter. We also grow and learn from one another. I encourage you to lean in during your time here at the Keck School. Take advantage of everything the institution has to offer. Your years at the Keck School are both a learning experience and a leadership opportunity. Wherever you go, in the clinic, in the lab, in the community, as we were yesterday, I hope you'll make the most of the time that you have with us. Think big. Try out new research opportunities, new technologies. Pursue meaningful voluntary service. Step outside your comfort zone and let these years strengthen and challenge you. You're preparing for a career that will have significant impact in our world, both now and into the future. I joined the Keck School just a little over 2 years ago. I came here because I wanted to be part of a community that strives to change lives for the better, whether directly through patient care or indirectly through groundbreaking research leading to earlier disease diagnosis, detection, therapies. I also came here to work with Keck School's amazing students, all of you here under this tent. You are central to our mission here at the Keck School and to our broader community together. Los Angeles and the world await your leadership and your skills. I have no doubt that you will make a lasting impression on the lives you serve going forward. So take some time to celebrate here today and remember that you're entering this field at a time that is exciting, with rapidly changing moments in the entire history of medicine, with advances in machine learning, AI, new technologies that expedite research and expedite new care that we can deliver from the lab to the bedside more quickly than ever. You're truly in the vanguard of a new generation of healers. Elizabeth Blackwell, the first woman in America to earn a medical degree, once said, and I quote, "It's not easy to be a pioneer, but oh, it's fascinating. I would not trade one moment, even the worst moment, for all the riches in the world." Class of 2028, pioneers, thank you for the hard work that's brought you to this point today. And thanks to your families and the many colleagues who have supported your education and training. Congratulations on reaching this milestone, and heal on.
Thank you, Dean Meltzer. Our keynote speaker for today's ceremony is Dr. Stephanie Zia. Dr. Zia is a hospitalist physician at Los Angeles General Medical Center, one of the largest safety net hospitals in the country. At the Keck School, Dr. Zia serves as our Assistant Dean for Career Advising, and in this especially significant role, she provides leadership in guiding our students through the residency match process. She is with us today by vote of the class of 2024, who selected her to receive the Leonard Tao Humanism in Medicine Award presented by the Arnold P. Gold Foundation. The award was established to recognize graduating medical students and faculty members who are exemplars of humanism in the care of patients. Only one faculty physician is honored with this award each year, and it speaks volumes that Dr. Zia is among the very few faculty at Keck who have received this honor more than once. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Zia to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Elliott. Dean Meltzer, esteemed colleagues, beloved family and friends, and our guests of honor, the members of the class of 2028, and our future colleagues. I want to express my gratitude for this great honor bestowed upon me by the class of 2024. I wouldn't be here as a recipient without the support of my parents, who are here today, who instilled the values I try to live by every day in all aspects of my life, for my family and their endless support, teachers, mentors, some of whom are on this stage, and colleagues for the ways in which they have continued to shape my ongoing personal and professional development. Thank you. You're gonna do it again. Class of 2028, congratulations on this new adventure and phase in your lives. Give yourselves a round of applause. Each and every one of you deserves to be here. But also remember, it's only getting started, and it's gonna get real really quick. I still remember, like Dean Meltzer, all the excitement that came with starting medical school and my own white coat ceremony a little more than 2 decades ago. As the usual suspect who brings up the rear, shout out to those fellow Z's out there, I recall watching as my classmates donned their white coats for the very first time, their faces lighting up with this new sense of honor and pride as they walked across the stage. What I remember even more clearly is the first time I stepped into the county hospital during our very first ICM session. Brimming with excitement, my ICM group and I, in our clean, bright, short white coats, began our first patient interviews. Let me tell you, it's so different when you're wearing this white coat in the hospital. Patients don't necessarily distinguish between the short white coat and the long white coat. To them, you're a doctor, and they may address you as such, even though you're like, I'm just a medical student in my second week of school. These white coats serve as so much more than just part of a uniform or a protective layer of clothing to wear in the hospital. They represent that different level of respect we're automatically given, the higher professional and ethical standards to which we are held inside and outside the clinical setting, and it's almost like a superhero cape. So, just like superheroes, when you don your white coats, remember the great responsibility you now have in caring for others. Fortunately, over the time that you will be here at the Keck School, you will have many who are privileged to walk alongside you and guide you in your endeavors. Coaches, instructors, mentors, and colleagues. You will work with amazing faculty who will equip you with scientific knowledge, updates in cutting-edge clinical research, and practical skills on how to care for your patients. Just as important as learning the science of medicine, however, is embracing and learning the art of medicine. The art will not be taught from a textbook. And while I'd like to say that you can learn it all from your faculty and mentors, the truth of the matter is your greatest teachers will be your patients. As you heard from one of our students this week, you will see the heights of what medicine can accomplish at Keck Hospital. Complement that with the breadth of pathology and the privilege of caring for the underserved patients at LA General Hospital, patients who have difficulty with access to care, who are otherwise marginalized populations, whether it's a result of their conditions, their language barriers, finances, insurance, documentation, or housing status. Patients who may have to make that difficult choice between whether they miss work and money to go to their doctor or how to use their paycheck for food on the table or their medication refills. They may be children like little man A, who have suffered a great deal in their short lives as they wait for a stable home situation. Little man A's mother had no choice but to surrender him, a 4-year-old nonverbal patient with cerebral palsy and multiple medical needs, to the foster care system because she herself was unhoused. As my team visited him daily during our rounds, his eyes would light up and his face would widen into the biggest smile, not when we did anything else except to greet him and to help him with the highlight of his day, which was to load him up in our little pediatric wagon, IV, feeding pump, tubes and all, so he could take that daily lap around the ward. Oh, how little bit can go such a long way. Think about what it means to care for your patients, the human beings beyond their diagnosis. You can take care, and you should think about how to take care of their non-medical needs, like taking that patient around the ward every day. Caring for your patients may take the form of sitting in silence with your patients as they absorb the news of cancer. It could be celebrating with one of your favorite pediatric patients when they finally get to go home after a long, arduous hospitalization. It may be embracing the miracle of life for the new parents who struggled so long with years of infertility. Or perhaps, like my colleagues last night, it will be to sit at the bedside with the patient's family and be present as they watch their loved one take their last breaths. It may even be as simple as bringing a patient their first Jell-O after they've been cleared to eat after surgery, or bringing them an extra blanket because we know those hospital rooms are always so cold. So future colleagues, your superhero power as a medical student is your time, company, and attention. Spend those 5 minutes with your patients, those 5 extra minutes, just to exchange stories or jokes, or ask about their favorite foods. As you learn about your patients' medical conditions and how to treat them, get to know the person behind the diagnosis. Learn their story. The information you learn from the time that you spend with them can and will influence the care your team will render to them. It takes as little as 1 minute to make a connection with another person, to have them feel as if they've been truly heard and that their thoughts, fears, and opinions are valued. When they're afraid to express their thoughts about their management plan, or when they're looking to you as their healthcare provider to provide the guidance on how to proceed with their care, be mindful to take notice and be the voice for them and advocate on their behalf when they don't feel they have the strength to. Counsel them in the same way you will undoubtedly provide advice for your loved ones. My hope is that you're going to care for your patients as you would for each and every one of your loved ones. You will be interfacing with your patients and their families at a crucial moment in their lives. The hospital is a formidable environment with few opportunities for sound sleep. Unfamiliar people coming and going, a loss of privacy as patients are poked and prodded, clad in nothing more than a partially revealing hospital gown, asked about their intestinal behaviors and other personal aspects of their lives, divulging their most private habits to you, practically a stranger. Not to mention the stress of being hospitalized and losing a sense of control over one's life as they knew it. Those of you who may have had personal experiences spending time in the hospital with loved ones, or perhaps as a patient yourself, will likely attest to the uncertainty that comes with being in the hospital. Channel that and remember those little things that made the hospital visit or stay more pleasant for you or your loved ones. Not all of your patient encounters will be easy, but take the opportunity to consider the context where your patients are coming from and how their stories and past influences who they are now. From your difficult patients, though you may be the recipient of their outburst, remember that their anger and frustration may not necessarily be personally directed at you. And in those times, rather than avoid the patient or perpetuate that label as this is a difficult or argumentative patient, sit down and dialogue with them. Understand their perspective and the situation as they view it. Learn from those experiences so the next time you encounter a sticky interaction, you will be armed with another approach on how to diffuse the situation. Remember how their past, as well as your own, weave together the narrative of your patient-physician relationship. Class of 2028, remember the true privilege we have as physicians and the role we play in our patients' lives. Take the time to learn their story beyond just the diagnosis in front of you. Be the voice for them as you advocate for the best care possible on their behalf. Remember, they are someone's mother, father, sister, brother, daughter, or son, and treat them with the utmost care and respect because you have been entrusted with their lives during your encounter. Strive to be the kind of physician your family would recommend, not because they're related to you and feel obligated to recommend you, but because you have earned that reputation of being the doctor for your colleagues and family and friends that they want to refer their people to. As you develop this new identity and reputation, no doubt you will have the time of your lives, develop lasting friendships, and form core memories. But medical school is not all rainbow and butterflies. You will also be faced with various challenges as you strive to juggle your academic and personal obligations. For some of you, it may be the first time you wrestle with how to recover from a mistake or navigate through a bad patient outcome. You have all accomplished a lot to be sitting here, and up until now, you may have never needed to ask for help. Know that you are not alone, and know that asking for help is a sign of strength. You're part of the Keck family now. So reach out to each other, your academic counselors, coaches, big sibs, mentors, and more. Reflect on your setbacks and use them as opportunities to determine how to emerge stronger on the other side, a better version of yourself. Finally, as Dean Stoney mentioned on Monday, take the time to ground yourself in whatever way that means to be meaningful to you. Regularly set aside some time to do the things you enjoy, while also remembering you are in medical school. Be well, and especially during those times when you've been studying your eyes out or when it seems like forever since you last saw your significant other, family, or friends, take that break. Go back and spend a little time for yourself and do those things you enjoy so you can recharge and reset. If it helps, remember the reasons why you decided to pursue medicine. Whether it was so you could serve the community in which you grew up, so you could do medical missions locally or abroad, or if it was because you were inspired by a friend or family's patient experience, don't let go of those inspirations. As you take care of yourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, be sure to take care of each other as well. Medicine is the intersection of the heart and the mind, and of the art and the science of healing. As you navigate your journey to being a compassionate physician, be memorable in a good way, in the impact that you can have here in the field of medicine, in the community, and with your patients. We, as your faculty, are here, ready and willing to support and guide you. We know that as one of Dr. Arias's beloved little pumpkins, you have the potential to make a difference in medicine and in your patients' lives. During your time here at the Keck School, I look forward to being a witness to the lifelong journey of caring and healing you will embark upon. Fight on.
Thanks to Dr. Itam Sham-Milgram. We have the chance to present an award to faculty or staff members at Keck who exemplify the compassionate care that's at the core of our values. The Et Sham-Milgram Tree of Life Award of Compassionate Care. This award was established in 2014 by Dr. Milgram, clinical professor of family medicine and pediatrics and a Keck alumnus, and his family, as a signature program to recognize members of Keck Medicine of USC who strive to improve the health and lives of our patients in our communities through compassionate, patient-centered care with integrity, excellence, respect, and empathy. I am pleased to be joined by Dr. Itam Milgram in presenting the Et Sham-Milgram Tree of Life of Compassionate Care Award to two of our nurses at Keck Medicine of USC, Nancy Hart and Jenny Tran Lee. Dr. Milgram, Nancy, and Jenny, please come forward to present and accept this award.
Good morning. I am Dr. Tanisha Price Johnson. I'm the Associate Dean for Student Affairs. At Keck, we have long recognized the importance of the doctor-patient relationship. Our students begin to have contact with patients from the very beginning of their first year through our Introduction to Clinical Medicine course, and patient care is a cornerstone of our institution. Our conducting a white coat ceremony today reflects an ethic at our school that spans more than 100 years. As we continue this tradition at the Keck School of Medicine, I would like to summarize the origins of this event. The first ceremony of this type took place in 1993 in New York at the Columbia College of Physicians and Surgeons. This ceremony was founded with support from the Arnold P. Gold Foundation to foster professionalism and humanism and to place renewed emphasis on the doctor-patient relationship. Shortly thereafter, medical schools across the country adopted similar ceremonies. It is helpful to reflect on this historical ceremony in times like the present, when medicine faces ongoing challenges and change. It is an exciting time to be a physician, and each year, the best young people our nation produces choose to attend medical school to dedicate themselves to the service of others and to support and preserve the profession's ideals. We have now reached the point in today's ceremony where we celebrate our students' entry into the profession of medicine. Dr. Raquel Arias, Associate Dean for Admissions, will present the class of 2028. Joining me in coding the students is Dr. Elliott, Vice Dean for Medical Education. Dean Meltzer will congratulate and receive each student for a photograph before returning to their seat. I would like to ask the first row of students to rise, proceed to your left, and up the steps to be coded. The following rows will continue in the same manner.
Iman Ambia Ahmad. Sophia Albanese. Karis Elizabeth Alexander. Caleb Andrus Gaziva. Neha Bandaru. Sarah Maria Berger Monero. Aditya Bhatia. Audrey Jean Bogosian. Connor Buchanan. Anisa Noel Cervantes. Anisha Chandra. Ryan Chang. Yasha Canyon Nathaniel Chapman. Diana Paloma Chavez. Ji-Sun Chin. Hannah Cho. Samuel Clark. Alexander Kobian. Eva Danish. Sona Priya Davis. Joshua Dawood. Nova Chinhua Chavez D. Dylan Thomas Dupuy. Aryan Mehul Desai. Vanilla Lakshmi Devanaboyina. Alyssa Ann Edling. Camille Flynn. Genevieve Marie Frapont. Kevin Christopher Frost. Alex Shannon Gao. Andrew Garcia. Ellie Noor Gibbs. Diego Alejandro Gonzalez. Jewel Caroline Grell. Li Yang Guo. Sunidhi Gupta. Jaime Gutierrez. Manur Haq. Kirsten Lindsay Hernandez. Xavier Herrera. Cole J. Hyder. Helen Claire Haran. Arman Hussein. Ashvin Irinki. Noran Sultana Joffrey. Vishal Jagannathan. Anantha James Silas. Sean Andrew Jansky. Andrew Wu Jiang. Jasmine Jin. Tyler Jung. Corey Michael Karp. Vishnu Teja Karakonda. Giselle Youngjae Kim. Grace Kim. Miranda Ruth Kim. Aaron Gregory Kissel. Miso Violet Ko. Connor Kojima. Ashika Dilip Kuchangi. Pauline Bawe Kwok. Benjamin Eisen Letterman. Brian Chi-Ung Lee. Emily Lee. Maureen Lewis. Jillian Loren Lee. Vivian Lee. Kelly Lynn. William Leongyo Lin. Nicholas Liu. Mona Makloof. Carlos Miguel Marroquin. Mia Martin. Noah Elijah Martinez. Maya Bree Matheny. Kevin Matthew. Nana Mensa Bonsu. Alexa Christiana Mo. Zara Mubin. Ashley Leanne Vient. Marco Joseph Napolitano. Renee Kumiko Nichols. Claire Gabriela Olivas. Chinaso Ebisan Onyema. Alexia Ozunian. Michael William Palos. Ha-young Jin Park. Daryl Payton. Eduardo Peralta Herrera. Pedro Ángel Pérez. Sophia Plant. Michael John Reckers. Daphne Nicte Rodriguez. Brandon Saavedra. Carrie Nabil Salib. Tatya Vipul Shah. Katie Alyssa Shen. Aman Singla. Stephen Neil Sinecrope. Michael David Sullivan. Anthony Albert Sueya. Alan Chiho Tang. Jeremy Shahinian Telezing. Connie Jacqueline Tian. Shane Toma. Caitlin Trong. Juliana Elizabeth Valenzuela. Nola Milin Vu. Jaron Wharton Mohammed. Vernica Chrysela Williams. Brandon Wong. Annie Shu. Ivana Shu. Eric Yang. Wilson Young. Audrey Yin. Jennifer Yejin Yoon. Trent Yu. Kate Anita Zhang. And Helen Qinglian Zhu. I cede the podium.
Congratulations. I would now like to ask all students to please rise for the recitation of the Keck Oath. Students, please refer to your program and repeat after me. I swear by whatsoever I hold most dear, that I will respect the scientific gains of the physicians in whose steps I walk, and gladly share with those who are to follow. I will remember that there is art to medicine as well as science, and that warmth, sympathy, and understanding may at times outweigh all else. I will not be ashamed to say I do not know, nor will I fail to call in my colleagues when the skill of others is needed for a patient's well-being. I will respect the privacy of my patients, for their problems are not for the world to know. I will prevent disease whenever I can, for prevention is preferable to cure. I will protect the environment which sustains us, in the knowledge that human health requires it. I will remember that I am a member of society with obligations to my fellow human beings and the community that extends beyond my pursuit of medicine. Now, if I keep this oath and break it not, may I enjoy honor in my life and art for all time. Congratulations. Before we conclude today's ceremony, I would like to take a moment to recognize the Keck Parents Association. Membership in the association is free and open to all family members of Keck medical students. The association provides opportunities for families to better understand the medical students' experiences in the classroom, in patient care, and hospital settings. Benefits include Keck publications and invitations to special events. I strongly encourage you to join the Parents Association, as it is a wonderful way to learn more about the Keck School of Medicine and connect with other families. You can join today at the Parents Association table, and members of our Parents Association board will be available to take your contact information and answer your questions. We have reached the end of the White Coat ceremony. I know this has been a momentous occasion for the students, family members, and friends who are here today. I want to thank you all for coming. Please join us for a reception immediately following the ceremony. Audience, please remain seated until the platform party and the student recessional is complete. We hope you will have a wonderful afternoon, and thank you again for joining us today.